I wish your dad was here to get you away from me. You're annoying. Sit. Why don't you go eat your dog food? Sit. Sit. Now go. You're not getting anymore. Go. Hello, people. Hey, Grammy Karen. Hunting and stuff with J&J. Hello, hello. Hey, Duncan. What's up, Brenda? Girl, I'm telling you, I'm still not feeling very good. I tried to lay down and take a nap, but it didn't work. And this dog pestered me all day long. Hey, Micro Farmer. I tried to find you today on here, and it did not pull you up. So I would like it very much if in one of my videos you go back, and this is for Micro Farmer. Go back on one of my videos and just say hey. You don't even have to watch it. Just say hey, and I'll get you that way because it'll come up in my what do you call it? Where I have my comment section, it'll come up. Hey, Darlene. I don't think I have you either. Do you have a channel? Oh, I thought it was Darlene. It says Daylene. I'm bad. Hello, James. How are you and Brenda doing? I'm trying to get some hours around here. That's why I'm on a different schedule. But I will be on tomorrow, too, tomorrow afternoon. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, thank you, Brenda. So I will click on that now. I don't know why that did not come up. I got him now. If you'll stop buffering. And I'm subscribed to you already. Go figure. But it wouldn't come up whenever I did it earlier. Thank you for putting that up, Brenda. It is. Sorry, spam risks. See, guys? Gotta love those people. Even call you on Sunday. No time off, right? Hello, Kevin. From New Jersey. I'm on your channel. I get notifications when you come on. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. I remember seeing you many times, so I don't know why I couldn't pull it up whenever I tried. Because I was going by I went back onto the feed and tried to pull up people that I didn't know whether I had or not, and you were one I couldn't pull up. I don't know why. I copied your name and pasted it to the search engine, and it just wouldn't pull it up. Oh, yummy. Dehydrating some beef. Do you have special seasonings for doing that? Yeah, it's crazy. YouTube's crazy whenever we're trying to find somebody or do something that you want to do. No, 5 spice and salt and honey. That sounds good. I've never made jerky before. I've dehydrated a ton of stuff, but I've never made jerky before. It's raining for Brenda. Praise the Lord. Answered prayers. Monty's and Motion. Yes, this is Darlene and Tony. Daylene and Tony. Cool. Thank you. Brenda, I'll pull them too and make sure I have them. I don't know if I'm sub to you or not. But it's also down to 57 degrees out there. No way. You don't want things freezing. If it gets too cold, it'll freeze. Are you having to put on a fire, or when do you have to start feeding the stove, Brenda? What temperature, I should say. Hey, Brenda, can you put up their channel too so I can see if I have them? Man, I'm putting you to work, ain't I, girlfriend? So I got some really cool people in here tonight. If y'all don't have Old School with a Modern Twist, they have a really interesting channel. The man does blacksmithing, and he does woodworking, and he does leather work, and I mean cooks, the whole slew, gardens, the whole slew of stuff. Really interesting channel. Brenda, she's got gardening and crafts and dehydrating, all kind of stuff on hers too, I believe. And all you guys have really great channels. Let's see here. I'm hope for the leaf to fall so I can cover some of my berries and pile them up on the new planted trees. Yeah, so you can protect them, huh? No fires yet. I may light a fire by the end of the week. I don't know what you're trying to say. Who do you want me to look up? Monty's and Motion. Yes, it's a cheap way. Oh, thank you. Did you say it was Daylene? Thank you very much. I feel kind of boring just sitting here talking to you guys, but what can I say? And I feel bad because I don't know a lot of you guys really good. Some of you guys I know better than others. So I try to find things to talk about. The leaves is great for your raised bed and small fruit trees. Nice. Where are you at, Micro Farmer? Here, when you pile up leaves, you end up getting bugs. I have managed to get a lot of palmetto bugs here in Florida by doing leaves and stuff underneath in my raised beds. I'm in Trumbull, Connecticut. Ah, interesting. Hey, Holly. How are you, babe? Oh, he's going to start singing to us again. Sorry, guys. I hope he's not too loud. I can cover him if that's bothering you. Hey, hey, hey. He ain't going to stop till he's ready. No, I grind them up with my lawnmower, so it worked great for me. Cool. Oh my word. Doesn't he know I have a headache? Oh. Sounds like your car alarm. No, it's my cockatiel. Let me see if I can do something to make him stop. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. I'm going to cover you up if you don't stop that. I better cover you up anyways. Maybe that's why you're fussing. That might help, although the end where the fish tank is still open. He might get lit up, still have the light. But he'll go to sleep if that helps. He's been very boisterous today. And I don't know if that's because I don't feel good and I haven't really talked to him much. But he's been like talking to me constantly all day long, even when I'm in the bedroom. He doesn't normally talk that much. No, it's my cockatiel. One of them. Give it some beef jerky. Hi, honey. The bird's over there just yapping away. He's been talking to me all day long. Oh, I hope I feel better tomorrow. This has been crazy. I don't like feeling bad. Hey, David, Brenda said she's got some rain finally. Did I show you guys? Have I don't think I showed this earlier. Yesterday, these are a few of my sweet potatoes that I got. I'm letting them cure here on my desk. I only got a few. Hang on a second. I got it. Some little ones too. I'm so proud of them. As soon as I, oh, that's a green bean. That's not sweet potato. Ah! And 2 little ones. I had 3, but I don't know where the other one is. And looky here. This is so cool. I didn't show you this, babe. But I picked them. They're not quite ripe yet. Because I broke into this one. But one of them on the tree. Oh, it's getting softer. It'll be ripe tomorrow, betcha. Oh, I'm so excited. You have to come up here, David, and get some of that. And I picked this. Haven't felt good all day. I wanted to eat that, put that in my drink when I felt better. And this is the last wrap of Conte squash that I got out of the garden. So I'm just letting them cure right here. Fine place for them, right? So did you enjoy your short vacation, the cookout or picnic? Oh, yes, we had a blast. A real blast. Brenda was there, and let's see. I don't think anybody else in here was there other than David. We had a really good time. We did get a little detoured here and there because of Google Maps. But we got to see the countryside and look at some stuff that we might be interested in buying. We're going to buy some property up there, hopefully. Those are nice looking sweet potatoes. I keep seeing these giant sweet potatoes on people's channels. Yes, we did enjoy our trip. And I did drive a little bit this time, but not a whole lot. I mean, I drove quite a bit, but not too bad. We kind of switched back and forth. Makes it easier than putting it all on one person. Hi, JV Outdoors. Nice to see you in here. I think I just went over and subscribed to you and watched one of your videos of you catching a catfish, and I think you lost your pole. And then you retrieved it. Really cool. I don't remember. I didn't look to see whether where you're at either. We do a lot of fishing here in Florida, but our fishing is, I don't freshwater fish at all anymore. Well, I could, but I haven't. I do mostly saltwater fishing. South Dakota. Yeah, you'd have to fish freshwater there. Most definitely. No salt. My son has a charter business, so we do a lot of fishing. And I'll have to show you. I don't know, were you in the live this morning whenever I showed this picture? Whale. This is my grandson. He's 6 years old, and he caught that fish. His daddy's having to hold it for him. That's a redfish. Very nice catch. I haven't talked to them. He caught that yesterday, and I haven't talked to them to find out if that was a keeper or not. But I will be enjoying some fish with my son. Thank you, Micro Farmer. David's got a good channel too. If you want to learn the air layer, he's the man to teach you. Yeah, I did show the picture, Corey. Some of my sweet potatoes were too big, and some of them didn't make any potatoes. Next year, I'm going back to planting them in containers. Interesting. My I planted mine in that container out there. Now I've got sweet potatoes planted all over the yard, and those I just let them run for the rabbits because I pull them up and give them to the rabbits. I want to buy a boat. I see a lot of them up for sale. Is there something I need to know about buying used boats? They seem to be cheap. Yeah, get somebody that knows boat motors to help you pick one out because you definitely don't want to buy something that's not going to be good. But on the same hand, too, if you get a good hull and everything, you can put a motor on it for a reasonable price that's brand new too. So I don't know. I that's something you have to talk to my son about. I said the same thing. If they so big, how good do they taste? Yeah, I don't like them to grow that big. I like them. This is this is my perfect size. That's the perfect size. It's perfect for me. That'll make 2 meals for me, guys. Um, hey Teresa. Hi Heaven's Essential. Thank you guys for coming back in. And I don't know if you've ever grown these delicious noodle beans, but I grow these and they are so delicious. And just one or two of these can make a meal for me too. So I've got a whole meal right there. If they get too big, they can get woody. Yes, and strain too, right? Is that what you're talking about, Woody? Oh my goodness. I hope I'm feeling better by in the morning. I need to go into my bees. I haven't been in my bees. I'm such a bad mom. Maybe you can get him to come on live one day and talk about charter boat business when there are no more garden business, when there are no more garden talk. True. I'll have to ask him about that. He could tell you some tales too. He does have his own channel. You guys could check him out. His channel is Southern Thunder Charters. I believe that's his Facebook channel too. He's got Facebook and um, he's only got 10 subscribers, but this is his channel. And he's also got a Facebook page where you can see all the fishing that he does. Man, he put me on a fish that was as tall as I am. If you look at my Facebook picture, he's holding the fish for me because I could never have picked it up. And David was with us that night whenever I caught that. And he put his wife on one that was a little bit smaller than that one. But we had a blast that night fishing. Southern Thunder Charters. I don't know if Ashley still puts things up there or not. She did about, it looks like the last one's about a year ago, but man, I'd love to see them get their channel cooking with the YouTube. That would really be cool. Thank you, Teresa, for putting that up. But he's got a Facebook page too, so I don't know if she linked that Facebook page on there or not. I don't see the link on the Facebook page, but his name is still the same on Facebook too. And he's the one that I talk about my grandson's fishing so much. My oldest grandson is 8 years old, and if you guys seen my video of him throwing a cast net, I'm gonna tell you right now, he is pretty much perfect every time he throws. And the neat part about it is he does better than most adults do on casting. I mean, I can't even do as good as him. And I'm like, it's amazing. And his cast net, the one that he was throwing in that video, had a bunch of strings that were broken. So he had even more, trouble. He could have had more trouble getting it to work, but he didn't. He just gets her done. And he is an avid fisherman. He literally, he told me, he said, Nana, I want to fish the world. I want to go all over Africa and all over different countries and fish all the time. That's what my desire is. So maybe he might grow up to do that. When my son was little, David can tell you, in the summertime, Brian would come in, and if I was asleep, he'd wake me up and say, Mama, can we go fishing today? I said, yeah, if you help me get the house clean, because your dad will be mad if we don't get the house clean. So he'd run through the house and get everything picked up and everything looking nice, and he'd say, can we go fishing now? Can we go fishing now? So we'd spend our whole afternoon fishing, and sometimes David would get off work early and he'd come join us. And we always went fishing on summers, on the weekends and stuff. We pretty much lived on the river. And Brian, I can't remember how old Brian was when you took him to the inlet the first time, babe. I think he was Tommy's age. No, he was littler than that, because we've got pictures of him in the house in Palm Bay, and he was only 4 years old then when he caught a catfish and something else. I think it was a trout and a catfish. We've got pictures of that. So he grew up fishing too and wanting to fish, which is cool. And he used to say to me, I'd love to fish for a living. Little did he know that was actually going to come true. He's done other things, but for the last several years, that's all he's done is captain his own boat. Are you guys still here? Yes, I'm here. Okay, cool. Because David didn't say anything, and I don't know. It wasn't moving. Folding laundry. Yeah, I've got to do that too. I've just been lazy. Cool. So, yeah, I had 4 children. My oldest passed away. Her name was Linda, and then I have Brian, who's the charter boat captain. Then I have Rebecca. She is a hairdresser. And then I have Miss Ashley, um, who has been in school, but she's taking some time off now because she doesn't do good with virtual learning. So, oh, getting supper started sounds like fun. I wish I could figure something that I could eat that I'm really craving, but right now I just don't want anything. Picking some tomatoes for dinner. Oh, yum! I just got done eating a BLT that I made, and they were from the tomatoes that I got at Teresa's. Oh, it was so delicious. They finished ripening up on my counter in there because they were ripe when I picked them, but they ripened up. I like them really, really super ripe. I don't know about you guys. I like a nice, juicy, ripe tomato. I'm surprised she's not aggravating me to death. I have to check on the beef and have to get up early in the morning. Been nice with y'all today. I'll have a great night. Great. Be safe. Thank you for coming in, Microfarm. I'm not really going to stay on here much longer. Probably not 30 minutes, maybe. I'm not going to make it long like I did earlier today, but I appreciate you coming in and joining us and getting to know a little bit about you. And I'll be watching for your stuffs. Thank you. As I always say, sweet dreams. Here's something funny. It's not time for quail to hatch. Let me look at my quail doesn't hatch until Wednesday. Or I don't set the quail eggs until Wednesday. Oh. So I did get off of here earlier and go outside, and I thought I would get some work done, but I walked back to the chickens and I took one look at them and I said, oh Lord, it is hot. Look at them, they're panting too. I said, I don't think, it's the way I feel, it is not a good idea to be out here in this heat. So I came back in, got me a shower, and tried to lay down for a little while. That didn't even help, nothing. So, but I did get rid of the migraine, so maybe I'm getting better. Brenda, how long do I have to let these sweet potatoes cure before I can eat one? I want to taste my own sweet potatoes. I could go out there and get white sweet potatoes any time of the day or night because that's what I got growing all over the place. But that's what I save in the ground all over the place for the rabbits that I let overgrow. I've never eaten one of them. I didn't know you could eat them. I was kind of leery about it, even though the neighbor told me I could eat it. I think somebody just did. Uh, somebody just did a video. I want to say. Um, oh my goodness! I think it was Peggy at. She's a Canadian channel that I'm involved with. I can't think of her name right offhand. Somebody just did a video on canning um, potatoes, and then they showed them cooked. Oh my goodness gracious, they look delicious. About a week and a half longer they cure, the sweeter the taste. Okay, cool. I didn't know how long I had to let them sit. Sometimes I can read what you're supposed to say or what you meant to say. Sometimes, but sometimes not. Um, I've got to find somewhere to buy some um, strawberries. I want to get some more strawberries in the ground. Canning is a lost art by most people. Yes, it is. I love to can, says Heaven's Essentials. Me too. I have literally, years ago, in fact, I contacted the lady that taught me how to make jelly and stuff years ago, and pickles and different things that we did. And I thanked her very much because I didn't realize what a gift that she did teaching me how to do them. At the time, I just thought, oh, this is a cool thing. I'm getting these free vegetables. Let me just do this, you know? And man, oh man, what a difference in the way I look at food. You can eat them right away, but they're not as sweet. Okay? I started and couldn't stop. I can almost everything now. We love canned pork more than anything. Wow. Um, I would really like to debone my chickens next time I do them and can them straight from that and not because this time I cooked them, pre-cooked them, and then put them in the things. But it was still good, and I used their juice to can them with. But um, I still would like to cut out that step and then just use their bones and stuff to make broth, like I did this time. But cut out that middle step. After I take my deer, I can deer stews for the winter. Love opening them when it's 50 below. Nothing warms me up better. Yeah, I can imagine. The deer I caught, the deer. Why do I keep saying caught? The deer I shot this last year, I canned a lot of it because the freezer went down with what I had left. I had canned only 9 jars to begin with. And then I thought, well, I just won't bother. I've got a freezer. I keep it in there. Well, when that freezer went down, buddy, you better believe anything that was left, I canned it. And it is so good and so much easier to make a meal with it. I just can't. I'm like, okay, Kathy, why didn't you do this years ago? I always had a problem with the food in the stores. I would sit and read labels through the whole trip. I like having not I like not having to wonder what's in my food. I agree with you 100%. We like canned deer stew chili. Yes. Um And I'll tell you something else too, a little secret. I have cans from the store of chicken. I cannot eat it. I can't eat it at all. It makes me sicker than a dog. But I can my own chicken and I don't have any problem with it. So what's the deal? Now, I didn't use any salt in it. That's possibly one of the things that's a problem, but just saying. Most girls where I live wonder why. Shoes to buy next. I think about what else can I put in a jar. Me too. And how many jars can I buy next? Every time I go to the store, I try to get jars. I got another case of jars the other day. Where did Mom and I go? I want to say we were at Walmart and they had some wide mouth pint jars, and we bought two packages of them. And she's like, "Well, why do I need these wide mouths?" I said, "Mom, if you can't get the little ones, you better have the wide mouth." So she's got another package. So she cracks me up so bad. We've got to can some more at her house, and I know she's going to want me to do that tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. One day this week, I'm going to probably take doing canning at her house, because she absolutely she goes through some mango jelly now. I mean, really goes through it. So if I go to the city, I hunt till I find jars. It is easier here in California. Not as many people can here. Yeah, I can imagine. And I don't know. I feel so bad for these people that have businesses of canning food, of making jellies and stuff like that. How are they surviving? What are they doing for jars and stuff? That's where I'm like, okay, so can you imagine? It could just literally wipe you out of your business. Now, I did talk to Ball when I bought a case of half-gallon jars at Walmart, and the factory itself had damaged them when they were making them. The lids were rolled over, and I called them about it, and I said, "How can I get these replaced? What's the best way to replace them?" He said, "Go to the store." Well, the store doesn't have any, and there were only lids. So, anyways, to make a long story short, I questioned him on it. He said, well, a lot of our products was made in China, so now we are opening shop in the United States. We're not having that again. So, just saying. Most of them give discounts if you return the jars. Jars and lids are hard to find here. I have been using the one-piece lids I got from the Amish here. Hello, Sunset Hosta Farm. How are you? Nice to have you in. I know a lot of folks in Ohio. I think Holly, I don't know if Holly's still in here or not. She's from Ohio. We're making you hungry, huh? I think I'll make deer tacos now. Oh, that sounds so good. Now I could go for some tacos. And I'm going to tell you something. I'd rather have deer meat any day than beef. Just saying. I think it has more flavor and it tastes cleaner. I always heard people when I was younger. I'd hear people talk about how wild and gamey deer was, and this and that. I have never found that to be true. I have ordered Tattler lids so I can make some. I can make sure not to run out. Hey Pete, deer is good. Yes, it is. I would take deer over any meat. Yep, I believe you, Brenda. You eat a lot of deer, huh? No, I've never. I got to be honest with you. Um, let's see. Maybe I have. I don't know if I've ever had lamb or not. Maybe I might have had lamb chops one time. Um, maybe once at a restaurant. And I had goat one time at a Greek wedding. That was interesting. I mean, really good. Your tacos sound good. That they do, don't they? If I could cook that deer Brenda cooks, we would never be able to keep deer here. It is good, isn't it, Teresa? I want to find a grinder. Say my daughter-in-law's grinder goes from really big chunks to really fine stuff. I'd like something in between for my ground meat, for deer meat. And I would do a lot. I love deer burgers. Oh, they're so good. How was the starfruit, Pete? I'll be getting fresh tuna in a couple of weeks. I can't wait to can it. Um, I've never canned any meat, fish meat, uh, and I wonder how that would do. You have no idea how hard it was to save that deer and eat it before the picnic. Fresh tuna sounds good. I never had that. Hey Mo, you were lurking. Oh, I'm glad. I have Cabela's grinder comes with 5 different size attachments. I need to get my own grinder because even though, I can go to my daughter-in-law's anytime and grind anything, I still don't want to take a chance of it messing up and them not having it. Oh, Pete didn't care for it, David. Our recipes for it, I wanted to smoke some of it, then can it. That sounds wonderful. Always lurking. Hope you're doing good. I am feeling a little bit better. My headache is doing much better, and I'm not nauseated at the moment. Hi, Linda. My Corky Acre. If y'all don't have her, go on over and check her channel out, too. What'd you cook for supper? We're talking about food. Hey, Pathways Homestead. We're talking about all the ways you can eat deer. The meat from heaven. I don't think I've ever met anybody that didn't like deer meat that I can recall right offhand. And sorry, almost strangled myself there. We had a friend that was allergic to beef, and the only thing that he could eat was deer. So he used to have to buy deer meat from a butcher somewhere. I don't remember where it was. He had to order it from. Enchiladas and refried beans with pumpkin pie for dessert. Yum, yum. Pumpkin pie is one of my favorite. I don't eat a lot of desserts. I don't like a lot of sweets. But pumpkin pie I like, and I like carrot cake. I will go off my diet for both of those. Just saying. I had a venison spaghetti for supper. Yum, yum. I fix deer any way you fix beef. Yeah. I've learned that you can do that. And I never knew that. So I've learned a lot from this community, food preparation wise. Oh, Teresa loves pumpkin too. Yeah, Teresa, I bet you, it's funny. One of the very first pies that I learned how to make from scratch was pumpkin pie. The kids were babies at the time. Brian had just been born. And for Halloween, the church up on 520 was selling pumpkins, and when they were all done selling their pumpkins, they were giving the pumpkins that were left away, just having people come get them. Well, the little gal that lived doors down from me, her name was Kathy too, and her and I grew up together. And she said, let's go down there and get some pumpkins and make pumpkin pies. Well, my grandfather was really neat. I would make different things for him so that he could pop them in the little toaster ovens and cook them like. And he had saved a lot of the little pot pie dinners things that came in the aluminum tins. You know what I'm talking about, the self-individual Popeyes. And I literally had the refrigerator was a refrigerator with the freezer on the top, one of the old ones, and it was a big one. And I literally had that thing stacked to the gill. And I had some that I had to take to his house and put in there that I had made of those. Those lasted forever, and we loved them. They were so good. I have to do that again one day, but they don't have those little tins anymore. I don't know where I could even buy those, but I made all of my crusts and everything from scratch. I wonder how pumpkin zucchini bread would taste. I bet that would taste delicious. I have a ton of zucchini and pumpkins. I was ready about how to make flour from dehydrated pumpkin. Makes me wonder. Teresa's hungry now. All this talk of food would make anybody hungry. Ha ha ha. I like making sweet potato cobbler. I've never had that. You'll have to tell us how to make that. I've also made it with pumpkin. That sounds interesting. I have a ton of pie pumpkins in the garden. Oh, I wish I had a pie pumpkin. I'll probably have to buy one at the thing. My pumpkins didn't do squat. Oh, you picked more zucchini this afternoon. The squash bugs got all my squashes. Yes, I agree. I think pumpkin zucchini would be super yummy. You're always hungry, David. That would be good. Pumpkin bread and chocolate chips is amazing. Yes. Let's see. There's something. We used to make a sourdough bread with chocolate and chocolate chips in it. My mother-in-law, David's mother, used to make it with me. And I don't remember how we did that. That was so good. Oh, I make Paula Deen sweet potato casserole every year. It is dangerous. I make sweet potato casserole for Thanksgiving and Christmas every year too. It's so good. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. I guess my daughter's going to have it at her house. I just love watching Paula Deen. But if I cooked like that, I wouldn't fit through the door. Oh, my dog hears that bird and he's going nuts. I'm sorry, Pete. And I covered the little turkey up too. Oh, I don't know why he's doing that. Hang on, I guess. Hey. You're being big mouth over here and nobody can hear me. Ugh. That's okay. I spell everything wrong. I have only made it once a year. Must have a lot of stuff in it. He sounds like a fancy car alarm. Yeah. Let me tell you something. These birds are pretty good. Now, Ginger, she'll sleep through a lot of stuff, but them birds don't sleep through nothing. So, folks, is there anybody that I need to pray for on here? Yeah, are you going live, Mo? And I'm still playing your videos too. I think she is. That's what she said last night. Yes, probably at 8:30 Central Standard Time is the plan right now, Miss Julie. Um, also, you got a little long. Hopefully, I can stay up that long. If not, you're still playing in here. I'll try. Maybe I'll take my computer to the bedroom with me. Please pray for this country with everything that is going on. Yes, I will be. That's a definite. I was going to go earlier, but too many storms around blanking my power, and then we have scheduled people this evening. I don't like going over. Okay. Um. Um. I don't know how that works whenever the power is going off and on, because um, I take a screenshot sometimes of what my mind says whenever I end it. Well, it's never the same the next day. Just saying. So I don't know how that's going to work. But okay, we have to get you ladies your times. Oh, thank you, Julie. Miss Brenda, I pray every morning, every night. I am really worried, but all I can do is pray about it. Yeah, it all changes. What does your monetization tab say you need? My monetization tab says I need let's see, I'm at 3809, so 191, close to 200. God has us covered, Teresa. I trust him about all I see on the internet. Yeah. I have to say that, guys, I don't ever watch the TV. I'll never, if I turn on the TV, I have it already scheduled and it's recorded, and I go through the things because there are certain people that are politicians that I cringe when I hear their voice. So I really don't. I don't want to put myself under any type of stress. And when I go out someplace, it is really very difficult for me to sit in a building where there's all this TV and drama and stuff and news going on. So I just try to ignore it. In fact, I've even said, I'll be waiting out front. Can you let me know whenever you need me? Because I can't handle it. I learned a long time ago that, and I learned this when we were in Desert Storm. I had friends that were in the wars over there, and I was underneath the TV all day long, watching to find out what was going on, watching this and watching that. And even before that, I didn't put two and two together, how traumatic that can be for somebody. We had a fella that was gone on a rampage in Palm Bay when we first moved back to Melbourne. We were staying with my mother-in-law and father-in-law, and he was going through Palm Bay, and he was like within blocks from our house, just literally shooting up the whole town. So I learned very quickly not to watch the news. If it's my time and God wants to take me, He's going to take me where I'm at, wherever I'm at, and I cannot focus on that kind of stuff. So that's why I don't watch the news. But I know there's crazy things going on, and um, I did see flashing through the things yesterday. I did see where the president has nominated, did his nomination, and I pray that it goes through and um, that it keeps on track. I hope that you guys are on the same page as I am. But it doesn't matter what political party you're in. I just pray, Lord. Um, I'm going to go ahead and pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this time I've had with my friends. I pray, Lord, that you just cover our country with love and bring us together with united uh, feelings. I know that that the Bible tells us that there won't be that unity, but at least, Lord, let the Christians come together and unite as a good forefront for our country so that we can bring our country back to you, Lord. I pray for all those people that's in fires and storms and hurricanes coming through and stuff, all the disasters. I pray, Lord, that you put a protective hedge around their homes and their people and keep them safe and sound and bring them through these disasters, Lord. And Lord, I just want to lift up my community of YouTubers. I pray, Lord, that you bless them with good harvests and be able to let them, if they don't know how to prep, to be preppers and strengthen their home and their people that they take care of, Lord. Because you never know what we're going to have faced tomorrow. I give these things to you, and I'm not going to take them back, Lord. They're in your hands, and you're going to take care of them. I know that, and I know your will be done. I ask these things in your name. Amen. Uh, so, folks, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate it so much. And I will be on tomorrow at noon. So come on over and join me. I don't know how long I'll stay on. I know I'll be on at least an hour tomorrow, maybe longer. And if you can join me, I greatly appreciate it. Y'all have a pleasant evening and hope you have sweet dreams. Bye now.